All right, what's up everyone? I'm here to do a very special video for you guys, and it's about how looksmaxing won't fix your confidence. And before I start, I need to let you know, yes, I look like shit, I sound like shit, and it's because I feel like shit. Okay, I'm actually back in the US now, so I'm home and I'm jet lagged. I got sick and our house is actually flooded. So I'm gonna be moving around for a lot of these videos, but I got this whiteboard here and that's why I'm excited to do this video. I know I've been watching a ton of whiteboard videos and I was like, yo, that looks super cool. I wanna do something like that. I don't have a big whiteboard, but it's, you know, it does its job. So I hope you can see it. I think my aperture might be too, my f-stop might be too low, but here, let me read it to you. Never mind, it's the title. Oh my god. Anyway, let's skip through this. Yes, I don't edit my videos. If you want to go watch hyper edited videos because you can't stand this stuff or your attention span is too short, go for it, go watch other people. But if you want the actual value that I'm going to talk about in this video, then you should stay. All right, so let me talk a little bit about my journey for self-development, because that's kind of why I'm making this video, is because I started out with looksmaxing as I went the wrong way about improving myself. So the reason I started my self-development journey wasn't because, you know, I wanted to be a better person, you know, I thought I could be doing more with my life. It was actually because I got broken up with at the time and I wanted my ex to regret it. So I watched a bunch of videos like Hamza, Imangaji and all that stuff, and then I fell into the trap of looksmaxing. Because like, you know, if I looksmax, then it'll make me feel better, and then she'll be like, damn, I really messed up. I wish, you know, I could have him back. That's what I thought would happen. It didn't. So let me tell you why this is wrong and kind of how to avoid this, because this is a big problem that I see a lot in the self-development community. Everyone's just, you know, as soon as they get on it, they're like, yo, I really got to improve my looks, which is good, right? You hit the gym, you start building your physique, you improve your skincare routines, or develop one if you don't have one now. You're nasty like me, and my skin is super oily right now. We're not going to talk about it though, but you start taking care of yourself, and that's a good thing, right? But the problem is we are never satisfied. Okay, the problem with looksmaxing is I always thought when I hit this milestone or this benchmark of when I get down to this weight, then I'll be happy. When I clear up my skin, then I'll be confident myself. It's always a rabbit hole that you keep going into, and then the next thing happens. You're like, oh wait, now that I have clear skin, I gotta fix my jawline. Now that I have my jawline, I gotta get whiter teeth, and it's an endless cycle of just improving yourself, but you're never satisfied with it. And then you never reap the benefits of feeling confident. And a lot of the reason we do this looksmaxing thing or try to enhance our attractiveness is really just to feel more confident in ourselves. We want to attract the opposite sex, right? And we feel that getting a sharper jawline, improving our fashion, will do that. Sure, it may help initially. It'll help you get your foot in the door. But if you want to maintain that relationship with your ideal guy or girl, it really comes down to your character, who you are. So what I wish I did instead was develop more on my self-concept. So now that we talked about this, satisfaction, because the thing was, when you're looksmaxing, right, you're always trying to chase something new. You're always trying to find a feature that can become perfect, and you're trying to meet these unrealistic beauty standards. Especially for women, this is super, super common. And you never really feel good about yourself because there's always someone out there who has a nicer nose than you, has better skin than you, right? But when it comes to relationship stuff and actually finding confidence for yourself, that comes from within. Otherwise, the conventionally attractive would only go for the conventionally attractive, and that's not how it works, because I've seen a lot of beautiful women with some ugly motherfuckers. I feel like you guys have too, right? And that's because of a lot of reasons. Maybe they have a lot of money. Could be. Possibly. Very likely. But also because they're just a good person, right? They make their girl or their partner, if you're female, you make that person feel something. You make them feel loved. You make them feel secure. You love them in a way that nobody else can, right? And that speaks to your character and a very good understanding of who you are and what you can offer in a relationship. So when you're going on self-improvement, instead of trying to do all these things to look better on the outside, fix what's on the inside. You may be super beautiful, handsome, gorgeous on the outside, but if you're absolutely horrid and a monster on the inside, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, you could probably get some nice things. People will pay for your food. People will ask you out. You'll get their attention. But the main part that I'm trying to get you guys to is the long-term relationships that you have and loving relationships that are actually meaningful, right? And if you want those, you need to develop beauty from within. So how do you do that? Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, this is so cool. I have a whiteboard. Anyway, what you need to do is to understand yourself, and this is in self-concept. So concept, or sorry, let's get rid of that, looks ugly. Self-concept is a really good understanding of who you are, right? Understanding what you stand for, your boundaries, your strengths, your weaknesses, how you see yourself is your self-concept. And when you see yourself positively, people will see you in the same light. However, if you see yourself negatively, you always talk bad about yourself. You're like, oh, I hate my body. Everyone that I meet always just leaves. When you say all these negative things, they become true, right? It's the law of assumption. So the way you talk to yourself is actually very important. So the first thing you need to understand, especially when it comes to relationships, and this is something that I recently learned because relationships is something I struggle with deeply, is you need to feel that you are worthy of love. For the longest time, I talked about how I was ready for a girl. The most beautiful girl. I don't know why I said it like that, but I was ready for my dream relationship to come. I thought I was. Until I realized that when I met someone who I thought could be the one, I didn't have a strong enough self-concept. The way I saw myself was not conducive for a loving relationship. I didn't feel worthy of being loved by this person. I put them on a pedestal. I put them above me. I said this person would never love me. This person would never feel the way I feel about her. And that was because of lack of self-confidence. And no amount of looksmaxxing or mewing or anything like that would get me to understand this without doing the inner work. Sorry, I'm kind of blanking out because I'm really messed up. I've been up since 1 a.m. I'm super jet lagged. Anyway, you need to change your mindset. You need to understand that you are worthy of love. And if you don't feel that way, what are things that you could do to make yourself feel worthy of being loved? Because already I know if you're watching this video, you're at this point, you're worthy of love, okay? So you think that you can offer all of this love and all of this value to someone else in a relationship, but you can't even offer it to yourself? What are you doing? Okay, so that's one thing you need to understand. Another thing you need to understand is this. I don't know if you can read it. You need to have the mindset and feel. Yeah, you guys definitely can't read that. Holy shit. Sorry. my screen is so small I can't. Maybe I should get a bigger whiteboard. I don't know. Oh well. It is a privilege to know you. Anyone who comes into your life, it is a privilege for them to know you. You shouldn't have to beg anyone to be in your life. Okay? That's the kind of mindset you need to adopt in order to be the person you want to be. Have confidence within yourself. Attract that dream guy or girl. You need to understand that if they don't want to be in your life, that's fine. It's their loss. That's the kind of mentality you need to have. And this is all work that needs to be done within. No amount of looksmaxxing will get you to that level of confidence that you can build within yourself. So a lot of it is the inner work. And I would just take some time, journal about it. What I do when I have an issue like this is I write everything out. Everything that I'm thinking. What am I struggling with? Why am I struggling with this? And whenever you do that, you start to take all the tangled mumbo jumbo thoughts in your head and really write them out onto paper in a clear line. So everything that you are thinking about gets put onto paper and it's written out in a way that it's easy for you to understand. And this will help understand, I keep saying understand. This will help improve your self-concept. The more that you write about these issues that you're having and why you're struggling with these issues and how they made you feel emotionally, the better understanding of yourself you will have. And the better understanding of yourself you have, the more confidence you can have in who you are. This is how you can build unshakable character. And that's where looksmaxxing falls short. Because you can do all these things to improve your attractiveness on the outside. But this inner work, this understanding of yourself, is what people really want in a relationship, right? You may be the most handsome girl. Oh my God, sorry, I'm so stupid. You may be the most beautiful girl in the world, the most handsome guy, but you will never have meaningful relationships. especially romantic relationships, if you don't understand yourself. Because if you don't understand yourself, you don't know what value you can offer in a relationship. And it's very easy to lose yourself in that relationship. And that's exactly what happened to me. I never kept the promises I made to myself. I always did everything in hopes of pleasing her. And whenever I was confronted, I always spoke in the way that I thought she wanted me to, or what I thought she wanted to hear. It's as if I wasn't even in the relationship. Okay? And you don't want to get to that point. So you need to have a very clear understanding of yourself to understand your boundaries and your own opinions and all that stuff, because that is what you can bring into a relationship. And that is ultimate self-confidence. Because no matter what anybody says to you or does to you, it doesn't affect you. Because you know who you are. And like I said, no amount of looksmaxing can get you there. So, do the inner work, understand who you are, and love yourself. That's so cheesy and corny, but I know. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.